You can't make this stuff up. Can't even see in my house right now. Just had a chimney fire. You know what saved my house? This Chimfix chimney fire stopper. There's some out there that take 20 minutes, 2 minutes. Watch the video, tag the link, help me rebuild. Nothing, knock on wood, nothing burnt down in the house. But I threw this in there. I smelled something like plastic was burning. I seen my flue steaming. This never steamed, so I instantly knew what it was. I already had this out of the box in case of emergency. So, alright, so I'm going to edit this video down here, but I'm going to narrate it as it's going on, man. It was like, God, nerve-wracking. This is like hours later. It's 2 in the morning right now. I'm sitting down to edit this video for you, so I'll narrate it as it goes. Alright, so here I was cooking in the kitchen. The kitchen is like right off to the side where I'm at. I was cooking in the kitchen, and I smelled something. It smelled like plastic, and it wasn't the stove. So I'm looking at what it could be. Sometimes I would heat the wood on the top of the wood-burning stove. So what I did is I shut the chimney flue, and I moved the fan, thinking like maybe it was a fan, and I seen the smoke coming off the chimney flue. It's never smoked like that before, so instantly I knew that chimney's on fire right now. So I went for this chimney fire stop stick. I hit it 3 times. I will contact the company on that. I dropped it on the floor also. That's why you need the hearth to come up further than the stove in case you drop stuff like that. Embers on it. So now after I put the stick in there, I shut the air off. So I shut the air off from the stove to go in, and I'm holding the door closed in case there's any air leaks around to smother the fire. But then I opened up the flue all the way, so that chimney stick could go all the way up the flue and dive the rest of the fire off from the flue. Now this was in fast motion, so that felt like it took hours. It felt like it took hours, but it was only a couple minutes. This is a 2-minute stick. So at this point, I'm running outside to make sure there's nothing, coming from the chimney. And there was embers. I mean, popping out the top of the chimney, and that's why it's supposed to be above the roof of the house. I think one of my saving graces, it was misting outside, so my roof was wet. So I come inside. I let it off when I seen the biggest part of the stick died out, and you see the 2 things in there. It like really burned the glass. But now that's the ash bucket. Everybody should have the ash bucket on hand because I don't want the chimney to ignite again. So since I don't want the chimney to ignite again, I want to get all the. I mean, I just loaded it. There's logs in there. The chimney stick you're supposed to put to the side of the fire. But I had a good going fire in there for a long time, and I just reloaded it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the fire to die down a little more, because I know I got to empty all that wood out of it, because I don't want it to start up again. So here I got the things to grab the wood, and then the other angle you can see it closer. Man, that wood was hot. That was like blue flame wood. So I'm trying to get all of it out of the stove. So I normally got a place in the back of my house that I throw it. This just went right out this door on the bottom, and even with it misting, this wood started on fire in front of my house also. So look at the kitchen. Look at the kitchen. Look at all the smoke. You can't even see my kitchen anymore. When this video first started, you could see the kitchen. It worried me because on the ceiling, you started seeing the smoke from the chimney, like the heat from the pipes started going up on the chimney. So like on the ceiling, so I thought the ceiling was gonna catch on fire. And then I know you're not supposed to pour water or spray water up your chimney. That stick, I had faith in that stick that stick was gonna work, right? So this says you gotta unload everything from the stove, but I was burning it for hours already. So there was wood, there was embers. So I'm still trying my best. I have no gloves on right here yet. So when I went to go dump the first bucket, I went to go grab another bucket. See all the smoke coming out of the bucket? I should have took the bucket outside first. So I filled my dishwashing liquid, a little spray bottle with water, and I'm spraying the embers. I'm not spraying up the flue or nothing like that. I'm spraying the embers with the dishwashing liquid. The embers were glowing so hard, so I was just trying to get those embers down. you know, and that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just spraying the embers down. I should have taken the bucket outside first. You see how the smoke? More smoke filled my house because I didn't take the bucket outside. But at this point, you're just running. You're just hoping your house doesn't burn down. You know, at this point, I'm like, calm down. In the beginning, as long as my dog gets out, I get out, and my thumb drives get out for all my kids' pictures, I'm fine with everything else. I really am. You know, so I'm scraping it out. I took more embers out. I got the gloves because all the embers spilled on the floor. A lot of them spilled on the floor right there. So I just wanted to get those big ones out, but the hearth pad got to come way out.
Fucking hours later, right? I dyed everything out. You really got to get everything out of here. Check that out. It lit back up again. This is hours later, and the stove lit back up again. This is not going to be on until I get this chimney fire swept. So this chimney inspected. So this right here, I got to dig out and carry outside. And I'm still getting another chimney effect stick tomorrow.
Alright, so this is from the other angle right now. It's in the bottom corner. I'm noticing the fire right here. I'm noticing the chimney stack. The black chimney stack is smoking right now. I closed the damper to cut it off right now, the chimney stack. And then I closed the damper on the bottom so no air, no oxygen gets in there. I purposely had the chimney stick right there because I knew that's where it was going to be at. This is where you see me strike it 3 times. I'm contacting the company about that. Nothing happened. There it goes. I threw it in. It rolled back out. I threw it back in. And then now I'm putting pressure on the door. So no, I opened the flue all the way back up now. So the bottom air intake's closed. The flue's all the way back up. And I'm holding the door back because, you know, you got that little cloth around the door. So I'm holding it in so then this way no other air can get inside of that. And you'll see, look at the glass right here. I mean, that stick burned hot. It burned fast and hot. You're supposed to throw it on the side of the fire. Although I just loaded the box and there was a bunch of embers. So really there was kind of no side of the fire to throw it. Man, this was like heart racing, heart pounding. Like, please don't burn down my house. Please don't burn down my house. Please don't burn down my house. You know, I had this for like maybe 3 months. 4 months, October, November, December, January, 4 months, right? So there, I grabbed the box, the steel bin. Everybody should have one of these to clean your stoves anyways. I went to go out, check outside to see if the ember stopped. And look at all the smoke coming out the bucket. My house smelled horrendous. I've been putting like oils and sprays around right now. But I didn't want to open it up yet. Because I didn't want any type of airflow going in there to start the fire again. That was hot. I don't think I got hair on my knuckles right now. Checking the chimney. Look at all the smoke. That smoke is mainly smoke coming out of my house and smoke from the fire that's in front of my house where I was dropping everything. Either way, that's the fire, but you need these chimney sticks, these 2-minute chimney sticks. No doubt in my mind. It was the plastic and